Even though it's been a while since XXX Return of Xander Cage hit the big screen back in 2017, it's good to know that XXX 4 is still on the radar. The high-octane world of Xander Cage hasn't flatlined yet, and there's a genuine push to get the next chapter off the ground. Fans who've been waiting for more over-the-top stunts and globe-trotting chaos might not have a firm release date, but they can still look forward to more action. The project is being developed by the Edge Collective, and DJ Caruso, the director who brought the third film to life, is expected to return, which should mean more of the signature action and adrenaline that defines the franchise. One big reason the franchise is still alive is its performance at the global box office. While critics didn't exactly rave about Return of Xander Cage, audiences showed up in a big way, especially in China, where the movie pulled in massive numbers. According to H Collective CEO Nick Crawley, that success was key in greenlighting XXX 4. So naturally, the next movie might lean even more into international appeal, both with its cast and its story. That brings us to one of the most exciting parts of this upcoming installment, the possibility of returning stars and new faces alike. And at the top of that list, Deepika Padukone. Deepika Padukone made a bold impression as Serena Unger in Return of Xander Cage, and she was far more than just eye candy or a token international name. Her character was sharp and confident, and she could hold her own right alongside Xander. She brought an effortless charisma to the team, and the chemistry between her and Diesel helped anchor the group dynamic in a way that felt fresh. Given the growing presence of Indian cinema in the global market, bringing Deepika back for XXX 4 just makes sense. Not only does she add depth and diversity to the cast, but her return would also boost the movie's appeal in one of the largest movie-going markets in the world. Indian audiences embraced her Hollywood debut with pride, and reuniting her with Xander Cage could reignite that same excitement all over again. In fact, Deepika's character was left in a place where her return would feel natural. She was part of Xander's trusted circle, and the ending of the third film hinted at bigger missions ahead. If XXX 4 is building toward a larger team-up, possibly even in the style of a Fast and Furious type ensemble mission, Serena Unger would absolutely be someone Xander calls back into action. It also opens the door for a deeper storyline between Xander and Serena. While the third film only scratched the surface of their relationship, the fourth could explore their dynamic further, whether as close allies, rivals with mutual respect, or even something more personal. Whatever the case, her presence adds more than just star power, it adds genuine narrative potential. Right now, the film is still in the early stages of development. There's no confirmed cast list, no trailer, and no official release date. But behind the scenes, the wheels are turning. DJ Caruso is reportedly on board again, and Vin Diesel remains attached, though he's got his hands full wrapping up his time as Dom Toretto in the Fast and Furious franchise, with Fast X Part 2 still in development and likely not hitting theaters anytime soon. XXX 4 might have to wait until Diesel is ready to shift gears. Of course, that hasn't stopped rumors or speculation. Back in 2018, there was a lot of chatter about adding new names to the cast, including Taiwanese star Jay Chou and Chinese actress Zoe Xiang. It's unclear if those plans are still in place, especially after such a long gap, but the intention was clear. XXX 4 is meant to be even more international than before. That same year, production faced a setback due to a lawsuit from Weiying Galaxy, which claimed there was a breach of contract with Diesel and the H Collective over XXX 4. That legal drama created a pause in development that lasted years. As of now, there's no clear resolution on that front, but the fact that XXX 4 continues to pop up in interviews and industry updates means the project is still being considered seriously. The ending of Return of Xander Cage didn't just wrap things up, it opened a door. Ice Cube's Darius Stone showed up right at the end, bringing with him the idea of something bigger. His return teased the possibility of Xander and Darius teaming up, not just for another solo mission, but for something much larger, maybe even a global crisis that requires both of them to join forces. That kind of storyline would allow XXX 4 to grow in scope and scale, mirroring how Fast and Furious expanded from street racing into world-saving operations. If that's the goal, then Deepika Padukone's Serena and other returning characters from Xander's crew could join forces with Darius Stone's team. It's a smart way to bring all the pieces together into a shared world, and it would be a fun way to play with different personalities, skill sets, and even rivalries. While things are looking hopeful, there's also been some confusion. Ruby Rose, who played sharpshooter Adele Wolfe in the third movie, recently commented that she hasn't heard anything about XXX4 in quite some time. She joked that the last she heard was back in 1974, making it clear that she's just as in the dark as fans are. That could mean a few things. Either the project hasn't reached the casting stage yet, or some characters may not be returning. But considering Adele Wolfe was a fan favorite and a key member of the team, it would be surprising to exclude her. It's more likely that development is just taking a while to get off the ground. Vin Diesel has a lot on his plate right now. Aside from the Fast and Furious finale, he's also tied to potential sequels for other properties like The Last Witch Hunter. In fact, Diesel recently mentioned in an interview that Lionsgate is actively working on a script for The Last Witch Hunter 2, which shows that he's juggling multiple franchises at once. But Diesel's dedication to the characters he plays shouldn't be underestimated. He brought back Riddick after years away, and he returned to XXX when it seemed like the franchise was done. If XXX4 has to wait until Fast 11 is out of the way, it's still likely to happen. It just might take a bit longer. So, where does that leave us? The truth is, XXX4 has all the ingredients for a killer sequel. The franchise has a built-in fan base, global box office potential, and an open narrative path to expand its world. The return of Serena Unger, played by Deepika Padukone, would only strengthen that foundation. She's not just a familiar face, she's a global superstar whose presence would elevate the film and open up new possibilities, both in story and audience reach. Her return could also introduce more depth to the team dynamic, explore her past, and give fans a real sense of continuity from the third movie. And if the film is setting up a massive showdown involving corrupt governments, rogue spies, or high-level betrayals, then Serena's intelligence, resourcefulness, and loyalty would be vital. With DJ Caruso still interested, Vin Diesel still committed to his characters, and the potential for more international casting, XXX4 has more than a few reasons to finally happen. It's just a matter of time before we hear that official announcement. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop. And if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.